Hello everyone, this is Red Silvers. Welcome back to Let's Play Hyrule Warriors. We're gonna head into the Master Quest map again, and we're getting to where it's almost the Link and Zelda show. Because, really, we got so many Link weapons accessible, and I guess we got this input one too. So, I think I'm just gonna have to not ignore them for a bit. I need to use a hook shot on this map so that we can make sure we go north. So, let's just take care of some stuff here. But we're going to start out with Zant, so... Fortunately, it's a three-person one because I don't really want to actually use Zant. Like, he's coming along, but he's just gonna get immediately replaced with, probably Sia. Sia or Wizro, either one. Okay, so we'll have Zant go keep this one busy. I think we'll do Wizro because we did Sia recently. That was not the move I wanted to do. That is, will that work? Yeah. Still not a 2-cycle anyway, though. He's down, it's just he keeps getting hit, so he keeps wailing again. But these moblins wanted to jump me, so let's deal with them. I have no idea what skill I'm unlocking. Arrows plus. And Agatha is the random NPC we've got down there. And I think we'll just switch to like full-on weapon farming after this and just clear out some places. Depending on how the levels go. Oh, come on, you did it twice and you... There we go. It's so close to being a single cycle. Just to make sure that one of them don't ping him and lose me the drop. I don't even think I got any drops, any actual drops, just weapons. As always, I will not complain about getting a boss drop, especially a silver drop, because those are usually what we need. Yeah, we're just at a point on this map now where it's like, I might as well grab the Link and Zelda weapons. I haven't really been avoiding them, it's just been like, I'd rather get a weapon for somebody else that doesn't already have a weapon, so that's another character that's pulling their weight. Whereas, you know, if it's like, oh, here's Link's third level 3 weapon, but like, we've already got options for Link, is kind of what I'm getting at. No boss drops. Alright, well, we got a water bomb here. So we got the gauntlets here. And that, I'm actually not sure where to search. I know that's like a second quest thing. Okay, so you bomb. Like, I remember that being a screen in the second quest, but I don't play the second quest very often in Zelda. Enemies and traders alike, but it's no guarding, so it's not a difficult rule to use. I'm kind of tempted to either go for the hero clothes or the Dark Link. You know, let's do Dark Link, just because we haven't seen that. We actually may run out of monster teeth at the rate we're doing this. I haven't used gauntlets in forever. Do we have... This is going to be the one we're going to use, just by default. I don't think we've used gauntlets since the last time that we did a stage with the gauntlets. And the nice thing with the Dark Link costume is it makes the weapon dark too. I actually really like this costume with the Great Fairy weapon or the horse weapon, then they're a lot of fun. Really, the main problem with Link's weapons is that there's so many fun weapons, but you're not going to use most of them because you're using his sword so often. Which is part of why I try to use a variety of things when I play and not just do the Master Sword trap that I've seen players fall into. I do appreciate that the turncoats are at least joining the Gorons. Okay, don't really see a reason to go over that way, so we'll come this way. I am sorry to say that if you do not want to watch Gorons get slaughtered, you picked the wrong video to click on. One of these keeps is going to have a heart for us also. Which is probably this one, because there's nothing else that would be in a chest. So I think I said this when we unlocked the costume, but it kind of annoys me that all the characters have dark costumes in the game, because you see them in stages you play against them. But this is the only one that you get as a costume that you can use. Like, it's already there, why can't we just have dark costumes for everybody? At least I'd use them, and if nothing else, like, there's an easy solution to the whole, you know, Medley and Marin and them don't get alternate costumes. Like, you don't want to make a whole new costume that wasn't in the game already, like, just add that one in. That's my little game design thing. There's similar quirks I have with some of the other Warrior games that I've played, where I could comment on things, but it's mainly just like, here's this asset that's in the game. Why not make it a playable asset for the player, since you've already done the hard work to put it in the game. I'm not going to go into specifics, just because I don't want to just randomly spoil something in a game unrelated to this. We've gotten really lucky finding these leaders so far. Okay, I do have to go help Midna though. It also looks like we just finished that event, so. Midna, don't run away right now, like, I'm coming to protect you. I mean, I guess, like, them all chasing her down as I'm chasing... Well, those aren't the ones that are triggered. It's fine, except I do want to make sure I get enough KOs. Like, that's kind of an important thing. So we do need to hit at least 1,200, so we're actually not doing too terrible yet. Like, this is the kind of thing that a well-timed fairy nuke could possibly... Well, I was gonna say do a lot of work. That didn't really do as much as I was hoping, but... I figured all the turncoat soldiers would get taken out. Well, now this is closer. Yeah, the nice quirk we're using Link, of course, we're just gonna do a ton of damage just because he's our highest level character. Although the lead is not as high as it could be. So this victory pose might be silly, but it's not going to be as silly as it would be with like the horse or the Great Fairy. So I'll have to make sure that I show those ones off. The eyes still look cool though. And that is the Power Gloves. Which, notably, instead of the ball and chain at the end, now we have Bow Wow the Chain Chomp. Which is just A+ design right there. Amazing, we got a bunch of not very great drops in addition to that. Actually, they really are all grouped up. Just there's the fairy and there's the wand. It is what it is. Speedrun, defeat the Valley Beast. Okay, so not a difficult rule, but we do have to use the baton and we have to fight the imprisoned, so that's definitely a thing. At this point, I'm just committed to using up all the monster teeth in the world. That's the one I'd like to level up a skill on, but unfortunately it may not be the one that we're going to be using. I think this version with the slots is going to be our go-to. And we do have a fairy outfit to go after. It is interesting that it is the other Hyrule Castle map. Okay, well I'm gonna go grab the keep that has the fairy in it. Which has Wizard. I feel like I recognize this exact map. And like, eventually, if you don't take out Wizrow here, because you don't have to take the keep, but, like, he's gonna go in advance as soon as you open a path if you haven't defeated him. Like, that's when he goes and attacks Link or something like that. Like, I'm gonna take this keep and the door's gonna open to go over to the east, or to the west, rather. And regardless of whether I'm fighting Wizrow or not, he's gonna head off in that direction as soon as that opening is there. Yeah, here he goes. And at this point, he goes and harasses whoever you're trying to rescue. I'm honestly not sure how I feel about the imprisoned with this weapon. Yeah, Wizrow's still trying to make a run for it, but we'll take him here. Hey, man, we took out Wizrow, the game just hasn't had a chance to catch up and do the message from him. Let's see here. I do want to go grab that chest in a minute here. I was kind of hoping. Okay, we need to go deal with Link right away. I thought that beating up Wizrow would stop him from going after Link, but I guess Link's not who he was going after. All that, and I wasn't even getting the keep boss and all that. Okay. Link's down here getting mobbed by moblins. I think that captain was the one that Wizrow was going to go after. Sometimes you get to stages like that and I'm just like, why do I remember this specific quirk? But that's just the way that it goes. I did see Sia's over there in that keep, so we'll go deal with her too. I'm not really worried about the keep going down. Get one more. So, I have a feeling, well, the game just told me, I was going to say, that I think the key's in the abandoned keep, but I was wrong. I thought maybe Sia was guarding that key. But the game just told me where the key is, so we'll go get that. Sia is honestly not one that I need a boss drop from, but still. I mean, eventually I'll need one, but... I see, I knew there was a chest in this keep, but it was apparently not the chest I was after. Okay, that way I don't have to worry about Sia later. I'm not worried about that, Captain. So this should be the boss key. You got a key. Okay, I would love to get like one more bottle of potion. It doesn't look like it's coming over there. Here we go. Because I already used my fairy. So what I can do is come in here. Yeah, I'm taking damage because I don't have fairy. I do see there's another magic potion behind me there, so... Yeah, this will keep me from taking damage from the barrier. Okay, the imprison's way down there. I do need to go grab this keep. Really quick, which is kind of in the opposite direction, but... And then we're just gonna have to go try and burn down the imprisoned as fast as we can. Okay, come on. Anything is, since we have the speedrun timer, I just know that I have until that timer hits 5 minutes to get the A rank. So we got a fairy nuke to use. We got full special. I'm just gonna try and be cheesy. I'm gonna wait to do this till he gets up. That way I can hopefully smash some toes with it. Okay. Okay, got enough for another fairy nuke if I need to. How much damage is this gonna do is the question. Okay, so we need to get him through another one of those as quick as we can. Now we got Big Toe. What I'm thinking is the next time he gets up, I'm going to use the fairy nuke. Assuming that he does get up, because I'm going to try and stop him from doing that. Okay. This should finish him. Hey, give me a drop. You gave me food. Honestly, those are the worst kind of boss stages. Those are the here's the imprisoned at the end of this long mission. Or the character whose weapon you don't use a bunch. I feel like Agatha has a map like that, and it's just the worst. The glorious baton. And kind of a stacked sail there, too. That's actually kind of a stacked rod, too. Kind of curious what's actually on the on the baton. Not the baton, on the sail. And we got the lobster shirt for our fairy. Okay, so there's quiz. We do have to go through link weapons to get to Wizrow, so we have that path to go through. I'm gonna detour though. We're gonna come and grab the spinner. And it does have the don't get hit rule. Which, honestly, I didn't notice when we skipped that before, but now I'm kind of glad that we did. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use up all the monster teeth, and I guess we'll just use rocks. Eventually, when I start off-screen farming some of those locked skills, we'll get a lot of rock drops, so I do think it's funny that since I started trying to not use the old rags, we haven't gotten any old rags. Okay, well there's shenanigans here. Well, there's no big name guys, like I'm not too afraid to get a little ballsy and, you know, capture a keep without relying on the items. There is a Gokuko, though, so let's be aware of that. And I just saw it looks like Lana's over here too, so. Yep, there she is. That's fine. We're not gonna deal with this. Maybe that's subconsciously why I didn't do this stage earlier, because it was a don't get hit stage, and in my mind I was like, we're not ready for that yet. Okay, well I'm gonna grab whatever's in this key. One of them has fairy clothing, but I'm pretty sure it's the one in the north that has the fairy clothing. Yeah, just to show like this isn't all just item cheese. Like I am still fighting some stuff. This one, there's Impa, so get away from her. Okay, like I thought she was gonna hit me right as I was using that, like she was gonna hit me and I was gonna just take the hit, which we have 149 threshold on this, so we could take one hit that would take us down to. We just wouldn't want to get hit again after that, but why deal with that when I can just not? Oh no, you don't. Oh, the Goku goes up here. That is not what you want to see in a don't get hit mission. It's okay. I'd have just preferred to just ignore the Kuko. But it's done is done. And since this stage is not a does not have a KO threshold because it's the don't get hit stage, we don't need to worry about grinding out stuff. We can just come around and say hi, Sheik. Kind of hope we don't have to do much more of these don't get hit missions in a row, just because we're using so many bronze materials right now. Really, the only quirk to not doing the clearing out all the other keeps and stuff is that less drops you get. But and we got all the big name people will drop. I'm actually not sure how this victory pose will look. Probably not too bad. This might be the one that I use in the thumbnail, actually. Really, the only problem with the end shot there is that the blocking does not go well with my thumbnail. The Triforce Spinner. And then, yes, we wanted a level 1 Trident. That's what we wanted. Skyloft Slack. Got a good chunk of the fairy clothing out of the way, too. Okay. Definitely have enough time to do the Rudo quiz. Except that it's gonna be another... No. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be bombing in the waterfall again. I have the rupees. I feel no shame with using a compass to make sure that I bomb the right place. And then, yeah, it looks like following this path would be Fire Rod, Fairy, and Wizrow, and Sheik, like, all gathered together. And Tingle, and Lana. I do think that this is the route I would take first, just to go get Wizrow out of the way. But... the Triforce quiz. Someone had just commented on video before I was sitting down to record about the red dress outfit of Ruto's. So shoutouts to Tactics Lion. Say we do have this level 8, this level 1 weapon, level 3 weapon. I'm stumbling over my words. You can see it hanging off of her wrist there. Interesting that we're seeing this map again. I'm assuming that it's going to be, our answers are like Link, Zelda, and Ganondorf. Unfortunately, Girahim is kind of an easier one to take out, so it makes him getting in the way annoying. Girahim did not stay stunned very long either. I do feel like I'm taking a lot of damage from Ganondorf, though. Like a significantly higher amount than I want to be. Okay, come on, Ganondorf. You're done. Thank you. Girahim was at least nice enough to give me a drop. So what's funny is that this has a no healing rule, but we also have a damage threshold of 200% of 199%. But how do you hit that high if you can't heal? Okay, good. Lana was not in that, so she take a little ping damage there, but. Ruro's kind of an annoying one to do these with because I can't really use her special as well as I'd like. I guess I could try, but it just... not as effectively as I'd like. So what I feel like is that the last match is going to be Link and Impa. Also, I may have been joking about that no healing, but... like, Lana, do not interrupt me on my big jump in there. Come on, Zelda. Okay, we're pretty beat up right now. And the no healing rule means, like, even if I were to come and get hearts out of here, it wouldn't actually heal me. A fairy nuke could be a possibility, though. Not sure if that's the best idea. But I'm gonna use the fairy nuke so that the damage over time can help us. I feel like as long as I don't hit Impa too much, we'll be okay. Like, just so the damage over time can help us get to wear things down. And Ampa can just go off into space over there. I'm fine with that. Did Impa go off into space? Like, I don't know where Impa is now. Oh. You know, I think we saw that in the last video where, like, the NPC was flying off. And then when I brought him off screen, they came back in. No double drop that time, but... we still pulled it off. That was kind of a intense quiz, actually. That, I think, is the closest we've come to taking too much damage in a while. Like, not more than our threshold that they gave us, but more our actual health that we couldn't recover. Well, that definitely opens up our next batch of weapons. So we know what we're doing next time on this map. But we are going to take a detour somewhere else next time, so to find out where, you'll have to check in. But until next time, this has been Red Silvers. Have yourself a great night.